Hello, and welcome to my channel, The Mush 2. What do you say in an introduction video? Well, I guess I'm just going to try and keep it short, but I wanted to give you an idea of what kind of content I want to create for the channel. My name is...
Johnny?
Yep. And I will...
Johnny?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hey, man!
I was saying that I am the host of the show.
You tell him, Johnny! You tell the world!
That keeps happening. I don't know if the movies are talking to me, or if this is a conversation that I'm having with myself in my head, or sometimes I think if somebody is watching this video, maybe it's what they're thinking. But whatever it is, anyway, it's just going to keep happening.
Mysterious, and yet still perfectly understandable.
And sometimes it underlines the point that I'm trying to make.
Ding dong, another great idea from the people who bought you beer milkshakes.
At other times it undercuts me.
Isn't that a urine stain on the front of your trousers?
See what I mean?
So what is it?
Well, the idea for the channel kind of crystallized over the last 2 years, and I'd love to tell you why I called it the Mush Tube, and why I set up a 2-year plan for the channel, what I don't want the channel to be, or even some of my own background. I kind of think that we should just get to the point, because if I take too long, somebody eventually is going to say,
I can't permit you to continue.
see? And it would probably help if I just got on explaining what kind of content I'm going to be creating.
Yes, but I cannot tell you when that will be.
Oh, cool sarcasm, bro. Let's just do it now, okay? I just want to share movies. I love movies. I love the history of movies, how they're connected. I love talking about movies, the tropes, the genres, the cliches, and the kernels of reality and history that they're based on. I guess I'm just curious about stuff.
Oh, we all are. We wouldn't be human.
Well, the focus is going to be on evergreen content, nothing too trendy or current. Alright, well, I have some shows on the way. I'm pretty excited about it, actually. There will be multi-part video essays covering longer form subjects as a main focus. Like, that's the heart of the channel. For example, my next video is going to be looking at all the different reiterations, remakes, homages, rip-offs, versions of the movie Yojimbo. How it supersedes cultural barriers, and that's going to be maybe 5 chapters, I'm not sure yet. Yojimbo's a samurai movie, but it's been remade into westerns and action movies, fantasy movies, post-apocalyptic movies, even gangster movies. Yeah, well, that's another part of the series that seems to be really important to me in making it, in the long-form pieces at least. The way that we all borrow from each other across the globe culturally. Like how hip-hop samples one thing and makes it into a totally different, unique art form, or how Quentin Tarantino will take a line from a 70s movie or a set piece or a costume or something like that, and he'll reinterpret that. And when you watch the Tarantino movie, you're getting something that's new. I don't know what the word is for that, like, you know, what that is. So anyway, I made up a word, synechronology. Cine meaning cinema or movies, and chronology meaning a succession of events. Wrote a definition for it, if that helps. The act of mapping and giving context to the chronology of cinema and how it interacts with history and pop culture.
All right. What happened? Is the picture over?
Well, that's just the framework anyway for the longer form subjects, but there will also be some short shows. Do you want to hear about those? Well, some of the other ones include a show called microgenres. You know, you've got a genre like westerns, and you've got a subgenre like spaghetti westerns. A microgenre would be like 12 movies you could pull out of westerns, like no more than like a dozen or something like that. And then we go over them all. There's another show called Plot Copycats, or my favorite plot copycats, where I take a Hollywood movie, I compare it to a B movie that homages it and rips it off, and oftentimes I'll put it up on the screen on this side and do a little bit of a commentary and line up the scenes so you can see how blatantly and shamelessly they rip those movies off. There's another series called The Page Master, where I take a page out of a book talking about movies and provide some visuals and just basically share that. They're like 5-6 minutes, no more than 10. Now, each of the shows has 6 episodes. Every episode will come out every Monday, barring any unforeseen delay.
Delay? Why?
Pretty hard to do the writing and the watching of the movies and the editing and the filming and the fact-checking.
Fact-checking?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't pretend to know everything about movies. I'm still watching new movies every single day, and reading about them all the time, but I promise that if you watch my channel, you are guaranteed to learn something new, or at least find something new for you to track down and watch.
Yak,
Being a
yak,
racist
yak.
means being aware of racial divisions
Get a job.
and